Track reviews.
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it is time for a review. Some thoughts on a brand new track, a brand new single, this one from none other than Mr. Jpegmafia. I believe the final portion of his new single series. The man has been putting out track after track after track, truly blessing the fans throughout 2020. Quickly, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor in this video before I get into my thoughts on the song. The good people over at The Ridge. They make these awesome, nifty, metal-plated, minimalist wallets that fit nicely in your front pocket. Replace your old, disgusting, filthy, just stinky leather wallet today using the link down below and promo code MELON for 10% off. Let's do it. All right. Jpegmafia, Last Dance. Let's see what Peggy's doing. Damn Peggy. Gonna spank this with a like. Spank it with a like. Loved the production. Watery keys. Those dusty beats shuffling at a mid-pace. And those auto-tuned vocals. It's kind of meditative. It's very chill. It's very low-key. It's hypnotic. It's enveloping. The synth layers thicken up. Peggy's flows get slicker and slicker. And then there's a huge instrumental shift that it's interesting. It comes very suddenly, and yet it feels so natural. It's not like a super disorienting change or anything like that, but this massive series of bass hits starts to flow in, just crushing the mix. Some very tinny synth horns too, which I think by themselves would have sounded like utter crap, but the way that they're sort of like almost crackling and competing for space with the bass, it's like they're, I don't know, almost like crashing into each other in a way that has an interesting texture to it. Based off of the intro and this transition alone, like the way it sounds, the way it changes, I think this track is easily one of the best produced in this current series of songs that Peggy has been dropping. Then from there, I'm appreciating a little bit more just, I guess, the tone of Peggy's delivery and sort of the poppier elements of what he's doing, despite how experimental it is. There are characteristics of this track I would say are almost Drake-like. And of course, I don't mean that comparison in a negative way. I mean, I think what stands out so much about Peggy is that he's so able to creatively recontextualize elements of the current wave of rap, of pop rap, and just sort of work those into more experimental and left field and just more daring, noisier contexts. Certainly the case here as well with this track. Now, again, I said I thought the title of this track was super fitting, and I think it is because this song does feel like a massive moment of finality. I wouldn't say it feels like a goodbye forever or anything like that, but it's almost like sayonara, see you next time, and as I am on my way out the door, let me remind you of who I am. As Peggy spits bars, essentially kind of redefining his lone wolf status, as it were. Lyrically, he's coming off as someone who is indebted to nobody, not the fans, not the critics, and certainly not his contemporaries either. This track, in my view, is a fierce display of individuality wrapped in some really forward-thinking, futuristic, and cutting-edge abstract hip-hop with a lot of mainstream and pop elements worked in, which, again, is what makes Peggy such a special artist, and it's great to hear him continue evolving in that lane. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on this track. Loved it. Loving it. Let me know what yours are down in the comments below. Did you love it? Hate it? Why? What do you think I should review next? And that's it, everyone. Anthony Fantano, Jpegmafia, Last Dance Forever.